shadows creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is
So
suffocating.
hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to another video. My name is Betha and you're watching Betha Fau. So sorry, I'm just looking at this direction. I'm trying like to make everything perfect before we do start. So if you're new to my video, please thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching my videos. And as per the title of the video, we're going to be talking about natural hair. In this channel, actually, we do talk about natural hair. We do talk about product reviews, and also we do little DIYs and all other nice stuff. So the title of today is about how to take care of your natural hair. Most people do have hair. We are not just talking about foresee natural hair alone. We are going to actually talk about hair in general. So I actually did my locks. I think they're now at most 3 weeks old, and I have been meaning to come out here and just do an update for you guys because the journey is so nice. But now the problem is the timing. I do lack sufficient time. When I do have time, I lack the sufficient uh, what is it called? Oh, gadgets. I lack the sufficient gadgets to just actually produce this video for you guys. But today I'm so lucky. So I actually did this hair 3 weeks ago, and as you can see, I did like spice them up with these tiny bead shells. I do love the tiny bead shells. So I did just end up spicing them up with these tiny bead what are they called? Bead shells. And I have been meaning to come and tell you exactly what's going on. So my hair feels so nice, and it's a little bit rough because the hair that I did use to make these locks was actually kinky hair which had already been used, so I was reusing it. So it's a little bit rough, and it tends to actually just like get hold of each and every lint from my clothes. So that's the only thing that I am feeling sad about this hair. But so far, it has been good. The journey has been nice. It has been enjoyable, and I am loving it so far. So I'll actually be doing a video on how I put or install the beads. So in that video, I'll go in depth on updates on this hair. So if you guys want to watch that out, please stay tuned. Make sure you do hit that subscriber button and join the family. So I want to actually just like explain a little bit of things that I have learned nurturing my natural hair. And one thing that I have actually learned is mini braids do get the hair growth. I don't know how much I should say this. I don't know how I should say this for you guys to understand. Guys, if you're putting mini braids underneath your locks, if you're putting mini braids underneath your braids, like your what are they called? Piece braids, your hair is going to actually grow. So I think that is just one main point that I'm going to keep on insisting in this channel, that is that mini braids keep your hair growing. So now I want to look at the things that you need to actually do when you're having these mini braids under your braids, your box braids, your locks, your artificial locks. So before we go into all that, we all know Foxy hair is kind of tough and kinky and all that hard stuff, but actually it's one of the most fragile hair across. Why am I saying this? This is because our hair tends to shed and break a lot. Very minimal manipulation, your hair is going to break. So we are going to actually try and find a way that works for you, that is going to actually help you maintain the little growth or the growth that you're having, so that you don't end up breaking or shedding a lot of hair and hence not having hair. So what does your daily care routine of your hair looks like? It doesn't have to be literally daily, like today, tomorrow but one. But when I talk about daily, I'm talking about the things that you do more frequently, like the things that you do daily, weekly. How does it look like? This can be defined as how you style your hair, how you moisturize, how you condition, cleanse, rinse, detangle. Those are the things that you're going actually to be mentioning in this video. Now, when you actually want to talk about daily routine or daily stroke weekly hair routine, you're going to start with the cleansing part because the life cycle of your daily routine will begin after you cleanse. Whatever you do after the cleansing will follow until our next cleansing or our next wash. So, what kind of shampoos are you using? What kinds of oils are you using to pre-poo and detangle your hair? Now, one thing that I would like to talk about detangling. Detangling should be a very, very gentle process because this is the time when hair tends to tangle with the other hair. So you're supposed to actually try and remove that shedding hair very, very gentle so that then the hair that is remaining should remain intact. So before we cleanse or before we wash our hair, we are going to start by detangling. And during the detangling process, please make sure you actually go in with a wide tooth comb, your fingers, or a detangling brush. Don't go in with the tiny rattle tooth comb. Don't go in with that. Go in with something wide and make sure you access your hair gently. Then, after detangling, you have to look for a shampoo. What kind of shampoos are you using? Are you using shampoos that tend to strip your hair all the nutrients? Are you using shampoos that are going to dry your hair? And believe me, there are shampoos that once you use, you'll feel your hair is so brittle, like your hair is so dry. So the kind of shampoo you're going to use, one must be a good cleansing shampoo, and two, it should not strip your hair all the nutrients. So go ahead and look for shampoo that actually maintains the hair oils so that your hair does not remain so bristle and so dry. That's not good for your hair. So the shampoo that you're using is going to be in question because one thing that you should do, I would advise you to do, you should actually look for shampoo that works for you. And after that, maintain your grounds on using the same shampoo. The point number two, that something that you're going to look when you're doing your wash days, you're going to look at the conditioner that you're using. I would really, really recommend the natural conditioners, the kitchen ingredients conditioners, because they're magical. Now, the bad thing with this, they tend to be so, do we say messy or untidy? So, if you can't do that, go ahead and buy a shampoo that has a lot of kitchen ingredients and stuff like aloe vera. We can talk of rosemary, the cloves, the onions. Those are types of conditioners that will actually do a good conditioning to your hair. Now, when you apply your shampoo, you're going to actually leave it for some time before you do rinse. So make sure you actually like tend to apply a little bit of heat or let the shampoo sit in your cup before actually you do wash it out so that your hair can just like absorb all that good stuff. And I really, really would like to recommend kitchen ingredients conditioners. If you have the time, if you can do that, go in for that because that actually it does give you the results. The next thing that I'm going to look about is the moisturizing process. After you have washed your hair, after you have conditioned your hair, how do you treat your hair? You're going to actually go into the next process, which is moisturizing. Now, this is the process between after conditioning and rinsing and before you actually get your hair braided or put into cornrows or put into wigs. So you're going to actually just go ahead and moisturize. In the moisturizing process, you're going to be using leave-in conditioners, oils, and creams. Just try and choose conditioners and creams that do actually have moisture in them or do leave your hair moisturized. One product that I will highly recommend is the shea butter. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys. If you're not using shea butter, you're missing out, my friend. So that is actually a good moisturizing product. It actually does work for my hair, and believe me, it does the magic. Now, when we are talking about moisturizing, what are you going to actually use when moisturizing? One, we have said a liquid, and a liquid, it can be in form of water or you know, oils that are actually runny. Then the second thing, you're going to be having an oil, and the third, you're going to be having a cream. And I would advise you to apply in that order: liquid, oil, cream. The LCO method. So that's the order you're going to apply that. Then you're going to actually go in after some time, you're going to go in with some scalp oil, which I would actually prefer an essential oil such as jojoba oil, castor oil, organ oil, all that good stuff. And also, this just leaves your hair smelling amazing. Now, one product that has actually done miracles for me is the tea tree oil. Guys, if you're not using the tea tree oil, I don't know what you're using, because it actually works the magic when it comes to dandruff, and it also keeps my hair very, very clean and nice. So, after moisturizing and all that good stuff, I personally prefer applying the essential oil later after my braids have been done, because this is one time that my scalp is really clean, and the lines, are they called lines? The parting is still clear. So that's one time that I do love to actually go ahead and just put in the sealant oil or the essential oil. So for the protective style, what are you going to choose? Now, the thing that most people don't understand, how you do protect your hair is so essential. The last time I did knotless braids, before I did install this, and the growth was amazing. The hair was well tucked. The girl who did my braids, like the extensions, were still very, very nice. But now when you do come to my edges were falling off. I don't know, it's how I was styling them. I don't know, it's the amount of hair that was used in one braid. I can't understand. So choosing a nice protective style is very, very important, and it is key to how you're going to care for your natural hair. Ensure you do choose styles that make your hair last longer. Like, they don't tend to come out easily. That these styles like um gelling your hair and putting them into a bun, I will not recommend those, because those will actually make you go back to do your hair frequently, or have to repeat the process frequently, which actually is going to be one, time consuming, and two, it's going to actually, you're going to use a lot of products. And beside that, it's also going to make you mishandle your hair, because you'll have to redo your hair often. So if you want your hair to grow in protective styles, leave your hair alone. So I would highly recommend. I have seen these hairstyles that have come lately that people just do retouches. I will highly recommend those ones, and I will leave it. I will retouch it to a period of 6 to 1 year. I will not exceed 1 year, and also less than 6 months. I think you are just not like that patient. But I will highly recommend those kinds of styles. And I have seen mostly the locks, artificial locks, both artificial locks and the other traditional locks. Then I have also seen the gypsy locks, the ones that are being bought at the Best Lady and all the hair stores. The gypsy locks are also good for just retouching and leaving them and continue staying with them. Now, the benefit of this, or how I would recommend one to retouch their hair, is actually by retying or wrapping another extra extension on top of the current extension. Now, there are these people who are doing reties and gelling them and coiling them, finger coiling, or I don't know, coiling them. I think that's also just still hurting your hair growth and stuff. So I would highly recommend just wrapping another layer of extra extension on top of your current extension. And yeah, you do have to go around all the process of washing, cleansing, conditioning before having your hair being retouched. So keep that in mind. So I would highly recommend. Now, for people who are unable to do styles that tend to be retouched, I think Like I said, styles that you do put mini braids at the base before attaching the extensions are so good because they just tend to like mm, keep your hair intact and not interfered with the extensions. So keep that in mind. So when choosing a protective style, whatever did not work for you, leave that alone and go ahead and look at what works for you or what you think would work for you. Try out new kinds of hairstyles. Try out till you find one that does work for you. Like I personally, mini braids has been working for me, and I would sing this song. If you want your hair to grow, go and use mini braids. Mini braids, mini braids, mini braids. I have done it with my client and her hair is amazing. Like I love the what are they called? The results. So next you're going to be talking about night hair care routine. How do you handle your hair while going to bed? Some people just go like the way they had it the whole day, that's how you sleep. I will recommend wearing a bonnet. If you can't, if it's too hot, if you feel like you cannot handle something on your head at night, go ahead and use a satin pillow. Certain pillows, certain bonnets, certain sheets, those are what will help your hair grow. One, it will reduce the friction, and two, it will keep your hair clean. You'll not have to do the washes and all the time. Because there was this one time I did board a bus with a woman and she was having a wig. Oh my god, that wig, is it a wig? A weave. The weave, sorry, the weave was smelling. The weave was smelling. I was standing miles away from her, but it was smelling. I could hear it. I could hear the products. I could hear the sweat. I could hear everything. So, please, if you want to have your hair clean, try and have a night routine. Cover your hair or put it away in a band or in a stocking. By the way, a stocking is a very good way to protect your hair while sleeping. And another thing, it also prevents you from wrapping yourself around the hair and causing breakage or just tension at your roots. So that's also important. So some of the common mistakes that I would actually would like to tell you to avoid. One, overwashing and using harsh products. The other day, it has been actually 2 wash days, 2 wash days, past 2 wash days. I did buy this nice, lovely marigold conditioner. Now, the conditioner is good, it's amazing, it's so thick. I love the consistency, I love the color, I love how it smelled. It had a very good smell, but now it did have one problem. The moment I do the rinsing, I tend to feel like it's no longer there, like it's clean and clear. But once I do my hairstyle, I tend to get dandruff. And I think that's what is causing because it's the only thing, the only new product I have tried lately. And this has happened after 2 wash days. So I have actually like given it away. I'm going to purchase a new conditioner and I think I would go for something that is not so much consistent. And I've been using the Sleek, I don't know, it's called Sleek and what? The Sleek conditioner, it has been amazing. It tends to look transparent. If you look at it, it looks like a gel, but then it's not so thick. Now, that's one product that I'm going to actually be buying again because I have had the worst experience with the marigold conditioner. So I would highly recommend you to not overwash your hair and avoid using harsh products. If a product is not working for you, even if you bought it, and that's why I do recommend before you actually try buying a large quantity of new product, try first with a sample. Then after that, you can actually see the results or see how it's working out for you, then you can go ahead and actually purchase it in large quantities. The second thing is not moisturizing enough and neglecting your ends. Make sure you do try and moisturize. And how will you moisturize your ends inside your extensions? Try and go in with liquid oils. Liquid oils tend to like penetrate, and I do love using liquid oils. I've been using olive oil, I've been using the essential oil that I'm saying, tea tree oil. They have been amazing. And so far, I can say I think I do have arrangement to grow long, luscious hair. Anyways, so try and look at the products you're using, try and moisturize your ends enough. And another thing, do not try and detangle dry hair. Go in with something that has a slip. If not a product, if you can't afford a product, go in with an oil, the liquid oil. That's why people do hot oil treatments. If you can't go in with the hot oil treatments, try and use some water. That will work perfectly for you. Then another thing that I would like you to keep in mind, avoid using too much chemicals. And this goes to both chemicals and heats. You're not supposed to use chemicals and heats, and chemicals include the dyes that we do use. I know they're tempting, they are tempting, but avoid using those if you want to see the results. So, tips to improve your natural hair journey or to have that luscious growth that we are all looking for. I know we are all looking for. Okay. First thing, scalp massages. When you do apply your oils, please try and go in with your fingers. Just try and massage. That will going to be very, very helpful for your hair. The second thing, how often do you trim your hair? You're supposed to trim your hair very often. Okay, not so often, but once you do feel like it has harsh ends, you're supposed to trim so that to just like make it a little bit, easy to detangle and also to reduce the split ends. Now, the importance of health, diet, and hydration in hair maintenance. Oh my God, I don't know what you guys are eating out there, but whatever you are eating, just know that whatever is inside the body is what the body will reflect outside. So make sure you do eat healthily. Make sure you do drink a lot of water. There is a lot of sun. The sun is so harsh. So keep your body hydrated. Okay, so product recommendations. For product recommendations, like I have said, for shampoo, I don't have a favorite shampoo, but I think the ones that they look transparent. I do love those. I don't know why, but I do love those. They do look transparent. So for shampoos, I'm using Sleek. For conditioner, I'm using Sleek. For conditioner, deep conditioning, I'm using kitchen ingredients, and those include bananas, eggs, and aloe vera, avocado. Oh, smashed avocado works perfectly for fussy hair. Then for styling, I barely do my edges. I don't know why. I just kinda it's not my thing. And I'm not going to try and do it like to please people. I do have gels. I have bought some gels and I have tried, but I feel most of the time I just feel more okay with my edges looking natural. But if you're using edges, I did do some reviews on gels that I will highly recommend. One being Nice and Lovely. We have best, is it Black Essentials? Black Essentials. We have, there's this one, Styling Something, the purple one. I did a review on it. So that's also another gel that I will highly recommend. And gels is not for everybody. We can be okay with that. And then for oils, we have tea tree oil, we have shea butter. Shea butter is actually a cream, and I do love shea butter because once it comes in contact with their skin, it will not leave build up. It will actually melt. So if you have like, I bought the marigold 250 grams at Best Lady for 350 Kenyan shillings. If you can save and just like buy that, it will be worth it. Believe me. And it doesn't leave your hair dry. Your hair will always look moisturized. So I don't know if this did turn off, but I just decided to take it off. So let me just finish this, then I think I'll charge it. So there's so much information going out in the media about how to take care of your natural hair. So keep in mind, whatever you try, whatever works for you, that's what is going to be the reality. Even if you use or spend a lot of money buying products, buying this, buying that, and you're not using them properly or as per required, and your hair is not loving it, it's not going to be worth it. It's not going to work for you. So I think I will just like encourage everyone to try and learn and take care of their hair. I think me learning about taking care of my hair has been like is it it has been something nice, and I would highly recommend that. And always remember, your hair is beautiful whatever stage it is in, because all you need to do is to learn to live with it. It's your hair, it's living in your head, so learn to live with it. So I did like have, I think I do have around 50, 58 or 59, let's just say 60. I do have 60 pieces on my hair, because I had some, then after installing I ended up adding 3 more pieces. So I did that. So I think this has been like the best. I don't know, it's because of the length or the color, but I feel this has been the best locks that I have installed. I did 2 before, and this is actually my third set. And I have made locks before for other people, and they have turned out amazing. So let me just open this and show you exactly what I'm working with. But this has actually been the best set. I think it's because they're dark. So my first color was actually color 1 stroke 30, and it had black roots and brown tails. So this has actually been the best of the best. I don't know why, but I do love them, despite the fact that they tend to actually get hold of all the lint that they do come across. So I'm actually avoiding putting on sweaters. If I'm putting on sweaters, I'm trying to put on sweaters with, what are they called? Sweatshirts. And if not that, if I do put on sweaters, I tend to just like tie them up in a bun. So I think that's it for this video. If you did like it, please leave a big thumbs up, and also make sure you do share with others. Make sure you do subscribe actually, and make sure you do leave a comment if you do think of anything or any other video that you would want to see from me. So that's it for this video. I think I'll stop there. Until next time, see you people. Bye.